please let me know that before joining ACS, how was
Mhm.
your life? What were there any challenges that you were facing? How was it altogether?
Yeah. So one of the problems what I was just trying say to solve is the transition of my life from a working life to a retired life. So naturally there were a lot of questions in the mind. So typically say as to see how am I going to spend my rest of the life. Okay, so that was one question that I had in mind. Second thing is, even from the say maybe past or even in my younger days, say I used to read a lot on spiritual literature, etc. So uh, I wanted to learn more about Advaita Vedanta and also put that into practice. Say here again, after a working life, what I have learned is that it's not just that say these two are distinct. You need to evolve spiritually. At the same time, you need to live it.
Right.
Okay, so I was searching for maybe the various options which I can actually utilize. So that is where I came to ACS. So ACS gave me that opportunity to understand Advaita Vedanta in a much more, say, what is called a practical way.
True.
At the same time, put that into practice.
Yes, by putting it into practice, we tend to change our identity also.
Yeah, yeah. Change the
Very
identity.
important.
Yeah, that is
Yes.
very clear. So, changing the identity, putting, say, and deriving value, even see as you undergo the other activities. So, this is
Right.
what that struck me when, say, I was starting with the ACS journey.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So when you started the journey, did
Hmm.
you have any doubts? Like, for example, usually the old self or the swabhava will actually pull us down from achieving or moving forward, right? That is the tendency of the old patterns that we hold. So,
Hmm.
did you face any challenges or did you have any doubts in the start?
I will not say I had see big problems in that regard. See the key point which I have was telling is probably almost about 30 years back. See, I had read something on Upanishads, etc., and maybe introduced to some of the books by Swami Ranganathananda. I had some basic grounding in all these thoughts. But then, uh, see, as I was telling, the biggest problem was that, and even the you asked about the identity. I never had, say, even in my working life, I always was very clear that I am as a person is different from my role. Okay,
Right.
but see, what I can say is that, yeah, that was more a belief. Can
Yes.
you put that into practice is something what say ACS has given me the say basic foundation.
Beautiful. Yes. And that is very important as well, right?
Yeah, yeah, very important.
Implementation
Very
is very
yeah,
important,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Um, because we all know what has to be done, but the implementation part is quite challenging.
yeah.
That is
Implementation
where,
part is yeah challenging,
yes,
and that is
right.
where ACS has actually helped me.
That's so beautiful. So, how was your experience working with ACS? Like after you joined ACS, what were the things that impacted you? How did your life change, or how did your, your your old pattern dissolve? How was it?
Yeah. So I got some more clarity on the way, say, I can approach on my, say, various, say, desires. See that way. So the concept of sankalpa and say how to approach it was quite clear after I joined ACS and start
Yes.
practicing some of the things. Okay.
So, which part of ACS did you feel that it helped you the most, or which one resonated well with you?
Okay.
Which part of the
Initially I was just trying to say learn say the various modules of the courses, and also see trying to reflect upon myself as to how am I going to see when I joined the ACS. See, I was almost a year into the retirement. So clearly, it was, say, for me, I know that my life is going to change after that. Okay. So ACS gave me some more structure to say how I can actually, one, undergo the transition, how to look back on my work life, say, and put it in perspective. Okay. I should say that, see, in fact, I should have, say, expressed it earlier itself. The whole retirement, say, series of functions what I had conducted, or my team had actually conducted, I felt very happy about it. In a way, it was something like what I had in mind, but I didn't put any conscious effort on that particular thing that way.
right,
Okay, but many things have worked out. So that was the first conviction what I had about the approach what is being practiced in ACS. So many people may not believe it. So it's not a question of say maybe you putting say maybe physical effort that way, but rather say see surrender to the say that divine process.
something. Yes.
So that is something what I have actually seen during my retirement process, because it happened when I look back. My team had done many of the things, uh, and I got the opportunity to even thank them. The way I wrote the say maybe some of the messages to the team, even looking back, I felt very happy about it, because say it was more that say I was playing a role. We together were trying to build many of the things, and I was telling them clearly that now it is your responsibility to take it forward.
Take it forward.
Okay, it is more say like what we have been even discussing in ACS in various forms, so that I was able to demonstrate it clearly. Similarly, we conducted a few meetings, and even in meetings, say I couldn't have expected that sort of a involvement of the people. Maybe some of the say teams which I had worked say a few years back, they also were very keen to attend that and maybe share a lot of insights on see how actually I have done. So all these things I believe is the what you call the foundation that has been set by ACS. Though I should say that I was not very meticulous on following that say maybe weekly schedule, etc., because clearly say I know that there is going to be a transition, so I thought I will take it a bit say slow, but at the same time deliberate. And ACS journey actually see has all helped in trying to consolidate all these things into something meaningful. So I am now in a position to even see understand all these things, correlate the things, and put that into practice.
Beautiful. That's
Yeah,
very beautiful.
yeah.
And if someone is in the position of deciding whether to join ACS or not,
Hmm.
what would you recommend to them? Someone
I
is
will
trying to decide.
definitely see. I will definitely say that see they should do it. See, whichever profession, whichever type of thing, what life you are actually living. See, as we speak in ACS, instead of living unconsciously, it is always better to live consciously.
Conscious.
Initially you may not understand what does it all mean, but as you start see working on that particular thing, you will know see you are meant to be see that way. It's not that say somebody else designs your life. No, you will have to design your life. So that is
Yes.
something what we realize very clearly once we are part of ACS, and all the maybe the various courses, the discussions, and the various calls that is happening on a weekly basis. All these things help us, and it is also giving us some idea on the various spiritual literature, which we may find it extremely difficult to understand fully without this type of a guidance. So, to that extent, say those who are say inclined to learn anyway, there is an opportunity there. Those do not have the maybe the inclination to read books and say get it in other forms. There also it works. And the third problem many people think is that it is different from normal life, your professional
Yeah.
life or your personal life, etc. But ACS has say integrated all these things. And
Right.
see, when I speak to anybody, one of the things, say, many of the goals what we speak about, say, good health. Nobody will dispute you don't require it, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
see, that is one. Wealth. See, if it is with a positive purpose, wealth has got its own, say, advantage.
Yes.
Then comes the relationships. This is again whether you are in a work life or maybe retired life, like what I am doing. See, that becomes a very important thing. And
Important.
see, and the other thing
Wealth.
is the
Wealth.
internal peace.
Wealth.
Okay, these four aspects, no human being can actually say that I don't require it.
Yes. Yeah. They
So,
are very basic.
so health, wealth, relationship, and the
Inner
inner peace.
peace.
This is what everybody is actually aspiring for, and that is what the ACS is trying to provide for each and everyone. And here, see, it's very interesting that say ACS also makes use of the new technologies. In fact, I worked in technology, so I am also interested in using AI for
Chat GPT.
various
Yeah.
purposes, chat gpt or maybe gemini, etc., for various purposes, and I
Right.
make use of it extensively. And I was in fact very happy the way say some of the things like our like blueprint, etc., was put
Ideal life.
into
Yes.
a thing. So
Yes.
because see, everyone finds it extremely difficult to maybe document everything in a structured way.
Mm-hmm.
See, thoughts may come to your mind and you may be able to scribble also. But then putting that into a very structured way and say, again, relooking that, see, that has a very important role to play. In the ACS process, all these things happen.
Beautiful.
In part of the course, you are introduced to the various concepts, then you try to reflect upon say how what is happening to you internally, then you come try to come up with your own say objectives, then you also design say how your typical day is going to be. So
Yes.
all these things will give you some idea about yourself, and putting it into maybe chat gpt and or the related things, see, gives you say much more structure to it, the way the life blueprint is created. I am sure for each and every person it will be different, but at the same time it is following a very systematic and a structured process. So
Very
these are
true.
all some of the things which anybody, which I am sure, say, anybody who wants to live, say, may require all these things in their life, provided they want to lead a very meaningful life.
Very
So
true.
that way ACS helps. So that's my
Very true.
recommendation. Whoever wants to go for ACS, so I don't think that anything negative is there in this particular thing. And see, add to that another problem I will tell you. There are quite a few spiritual courses, etc., available, but then you will have to say maybe sometimes what happens, you get stuck with the timing. Okay,
Yeah.
sometimes say you may not be able to go with your pace.
Attempt it. Yes. Correct.
Now if you see the ACS approach, ACS has got all these things and the flexibility added to that.
Record it. Yeah.
Okay, sometimes see live meetings. See, for me, at certain times, I am not able to attend the live meetings. But live meetings, I get supplement with the recorded meetings. So
Recording.
this is a
Yes.
what you call a very good environment for anybody who want to say build a conscious life, and those who actually want to make use of Advaita Vedanta and its principles for a fruitful living. say I will definitely recommend.
Wow, that's so beautiful. So, in one word, if you would want to describe ACS, what would that be?
See, actually, it is living consciously,
Yes,
and
it was, yes.
other concept also which was recently discussed, that is monk at heart and maybe warrior in
Warrior in
action.
action.
Okay.
Yes.
This is something. See, in fact, in my work life, see, our organization used to have something called, say, digital at the core and human at the digital at the fore and human at the core. So
Okay.
there we used to say, okay, you have to embrace the digital technology. At the same time, you need to maintain your human aspects at the core. So a similar concept. See, you are mostly practicing something which is the spirituality is giving. At the same time, it's not that say you are inactive. You are always active and active in the direction what you are going. So these are all what say will say help everyone in the life. So that is what for me. Whichever maybe the phase of life you are in, see, it's always better to live consciously. So, see, ACS is the platform where, say, you can actually make it possible.